Hello!
Hello, everyone. Hello, all viewer.
Hello.
Every single
Hello, viewer. Hey, it's the start of a new season, you know? This is where the viewers really peak.
Yes.
So
Product
me,
placement.
and me again.
Is it session
me
0 or session 1, Dodge?
This is session 1, because we did session 0A and session 0B the 2 weeks before. Welcome, even though you guys have already been welcomed briefly, but welcome to the viewers to Adventures in Exandria. This will be our new campaign, open world campaign, based in the Critical Role world and universe of Exandria. Set at a different timeline. The year is 897 post-Divergence, which is 50-ish years-ish from the Critical Role kind of things, disregarding any of the stuff that's happening in Season 3, because if you're caught up, it's crazy out there. So we're going to ignore all of that. It is currently the month of
universe.
It is an mental alternative with some history, but pretty much alternative. This is the month of Ken Pilar, 897 PD, which is just start of autumn time. Our two little bands of adventurers have gone among their merry ways and done various things, and both appear to be in the same location, an inn called the Siren Sip in the city of Phelan on the Menagerie Coast. It's so weird. It's just what a coincidence. It's unbelievable.
I really wasn't expecting that.
No way.
Unreal.
Wild.
So yeah, we will pick up the session in the Siren's Sip Tavern in the city of Phelan on the Menagerie Coast. I'll bring you over. Bada bing, bada boom.
Hello.
We moved out of Roll20 for viewers who didn't know, even though the viewers probably just me. We're using modified. We're using. Yeah, just in case I've completely forgotten. We're using, again, a reminder for myself. We're using 5th edition mostly, with some serious modifications to do with, mostly to do with resurrection. I won't cross that bridge. We've got Pete literally making the most annoying noise with his microphone.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Maybe my mic's come out of the wrong place.
We start in the Tavern of the Siren Sip. 3 of our adventurers are sat down having a few drinks, particularly Vega, a weird type of liquor that's been invented for this world by a parent, and 3 who have just entered but don't yet know each other. Rafe, the time now is late afternoon time by the time you guys have got in. Gwendolyn, Meira, and Rafe, as you've just entered the tavern and got your drinks, various as they may be, one was a dwarven type stout, the others were, I can't fully remember, and the old elderly dwarven male bartender has directed you to the only free table, or the best suited table in the spot, next to these other 3 strange looking characters. If you'd like to proceed your way over now, the game's on pause.
Sorry, can you just remind me, did our friend Faye, what's he called? The gentleman? Finley, did he go off to fetch the bloke?
Yeah, so when you entered the city, he ran off to go find the Marquis Hector Salim.
Okay, so we're just waiting for him.
You are waiting here.
Okay, and we are, where am I? Okay, we're at that too. Yeah. Okay.
Can I call over one of the bar staff?
Sure.
Staff, come over. Remember, the Marquis is coming. I want you to be ready with wine and fine food. As soon as he arrives, bring to table, okay?
How many?
A fairly young teenager comes over from the kitchen as you call over. So the Marquis is coming here?
Yes. It's very important meeting, okay?
Dodge,
There's a...
sorry
Hello?
to interrupt. Have you got 2 songs playing at the moment?
No.
Oh, Session
Okay.
0 is still playing for me. I don't know if it's supposed to.
I have tavern music, but I can turn off.
No, I like the tavern music, but the
Doesn't
Session
sound
0
like
music was still
to me,
playing.
it sounds like chilled out music.
I will change to tavern only and
Yes, that's better.
Yeah.
tavern ambience. The young teenage boy looks at you and he says the Marquise is coming, wide-eyed, and kind of scampers off behind the bar.
On
I think we're ready.
we approach the table.
This
Looks like a
one
nice
looks
cozy spot for us.
a city or anything. Come on then.
You step on a rat as you walk past. Oh no, he's not a rat, a lizard man. Cool.
Stop hanging out. Why are you doing that?
Hey, Rafe! Come and sit down.
Guys, mind if we
Don't know what
join
my
you?
accent is.
Of
Yeah,
course. Welcome.
Yeah, crack on, mate. It's all good.
And I'm gonna turn to my pals and be like, a toast to a job well done, I think. Here we go.
I join in. I pick up my shot. I pick up my shot glass and join in.
Oh,
Yo,
alright,
man,
go then.
well done.
A job
A
well
job
done.
well
Yeah.
done.
We're all doing good jobs today. That's good, isn't it?
Sorry. Who the hell are you? What are you doing?
We just
Thank
sat down
you.
at the table.
Thank you
We
very
have a
much.
very important guest coming, so if you could piss off, please.
Pause. Rev, I'm so glad you asked that question. Approaching the table are three strange-looking figures who sit down on the table next to you, considering that you asked who this person was first. Gwen, would you please like to describe your character to everyone?
Absolutely. My name is Gwendolyn. She's this is me up here. She's got kind of very bright white hair, scraped back in various kind of dreads, almost like slightly, just kind of like plaited and dreaded and a bit loose, a bit wild, slightly grubby, but not like gross. She's quite broad, quite thick set, strong, muscular, wearing she's got blue eyes, and she's got a kind of tattoo across her forehead and one across her cheek, and she
Tattoo
very
of what?
friendly.
What's the tattoo of?
There you go.
Bit.
Just kind of stars.
Jesus Christ.
And she's kind of, exactly what she looks like. Has a slightly twinkly aura about her, and favours blue.
Is she human?
She is human, yeah. About 30, mid-30s.
Bangable.
Well.
I mean, we all are.
And what?
The beginning of our session was dull as a rose last week.
Come on, let's suck
We
on
were
that.
like, holding the gun.
Now, Gwen, the person asking you the question of, what you're doing here and being, let's call it slightly rude, is Rafe. Not Rafe. Rev. That's going to get really confusing. Rev. Can you please describe your character?
So Rev looks like he's quite well made up in a sense that he's smart. He's clearly taking relatively good care of his clothes and well kempt hair. He could almost look a bit like a town guard, although you've seen the town guards and he isn't. But you'd guess he's from some kind of law enforcement or military background. He's probably about mid-30s, human as well. Although he looks slightly sickly, he's good looking, but sullen. He looks almost a bit ill. Deep set eyes, almost dried out cheeks. Something not quite right there, but he seems reasonable enough. Not heavily armored, just kind of in light leather armor, and nothing too out of the ordinary you'd notice about him.
But I am armoured, and again decorated with little stars.
You've got some beefy ass weapons there, Rev. Glow in the dark shit.
Now, sat next to I'm going to make this mistake so much at the start. Sat next to Rev at the table is a halfling woman. Spike, can you please describe your character?
Yo, man, what's up? So Spike's I think Motley Crue, peak 80s.
Fucking what's up?
Massive bushy hair. There's been a lot of back combing, but it falls well past their shoulders. She's quite pale skin, although some of that looks like it might be a little bit of extra makeup put on. Quite a lot of eyeliner. Wearing very tight leather drain pipe trousers with some very random but possibly very artfully placed rips in them. Big chunky belt. Very random belt, like a vest, which doesn't seem to do anything. She's wearing a vest top, which has embroidered on it a picture of like a morning star, which says "Wake up." Sorry, which says "Rise and shine, bitches" across the chest. And then, yeah, she just kind of looks like she's really leaning into a look.
She's really going for it.
You don't say.
Yeah. So very much like her picture, but yeah, she's very small. Kind of looks a bit like spunky, I guess. Kind of like. And she's drinking a shot. Well, she's got a shot glass in front of her, which smells suspiciously alcoholic, given that it's only early afternoon.
I think we all have empty shot glasses in front of us, don't we?
That's true. Well,
Yeah.
I have a couple. And then she's wearing like big clumpy boots, and then on her back she's carrying like something that looks a bit like a lute, but maybe not like a lute you've seen before. It looks quite heavily modified. All in black. The aesthetic is black, basically.
Black. Okay. Black punk rocker.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's me.
Excellente.
She looks quite young. It's like maybe like just around 20. She's quite young.
Okay.
Sat opposite of Gwen is a young-looking man. Rafe, could you please describe your character?
Top of the morning to you.
Bit.
I am maybe an Northern Irish man. So Rafe. So as you can tell, he's a bloody good-looking boy. I do struggle with this RP stuff.
That's why we had a problem last week.
So he's got long black hair in like a ponytail, but it's like a man bun ponytail. He looks really quite good looking. He's well kept and clean. He's wearing quite plain but illustrious armor. So he's wearing leather armor, but on his shoulder pads he has like scale mail, and it looks like it's made from a large lizard or reptilian skin. He's quite tall, so 6'1", and he looks very strong and has long legs. He's a half elf. I should have said that initially. But he looks like he's an outdoorsy type, so very fit and athletic. Probably good in a fight, but more in a sort of rock climbing sense. Yeah, his face is quite feminine. I've got in my description. Friendly and slightly feminine, in brackets, he looks like a bit like his fucking mum, okay? Because I think Dodge was saying I looked really gay. But that's the look.
There was a reason. Something you wrote, which was basically like you got bundled up. I can't remember what it is. It's gone now. You deleted it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's me. That's Rafe. He has a one cool thing. He's got a big white bow over his back. Looks like it's made out of birch wood. And yeah, it's quite ornate.
That's a cool bow. I like it. It's cool.
Thank you very much.
Opposite of Rev. Oh, sorry, carry on.
No, carry on. Sorry.
Sat opposite of Rev is a human-looking man. Soulia, could you please describe your character?
My name is Soulia. And I am a human.
Okay.
I'm wearing sort of very moderately travelled in clothes. I've been on the road for quite a while. And yeah, bald, as you see in the picture, bald head, white beard, often a lost look in his eyes, like he's remembering, like he's trying to remember something. Quite a naive character, I would say. Isn't too aware of the world, as characters would sort of normally be used to, I would say. Yeah, that's him. He's carrying a rapier on his side, but he doesn't. He looks like very fit, but he's not like built like a brick shithouse or anything. He's just sort of quite, I don't know, peak physical fitness, but not like all muscles, if that makes sense.
Could run away.
Yeah.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you. And last but not least, Meira. Could you please describe your character?
Is half elf. She's very pale, not like in a she hasn't. It's more like she hasn't seen the sun. She doesn't look sick. That's just like the natural color of her skin is very white.
She looks fit.
They're all fit. Yeah, she's white hair. Her eyes are really pale as well. There's kind of nothing colourful about her at all. She has a couple of kind of trinkets, amulets, and a couple of like light weapons. Nothing particularly beefy or exciting. She's got the little pointy ears of the elves, and she's probably about 40. She doesn't look super like she's had loads of sleep. She doesn't sleep very well. She's not going to tell you why. She kind of just looks a bit miserable most of the time.
Got resting bitch face.
Yeah, I mean, in the picture she does, and that's kind of how it always is. Like she's scowling at you. I mean, she's gonna chat and like she's not gonna hate you, but definitely she's not super happy that there's loads of people everywhere. Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent. With all characters introduced, please go ahead. Begin.
Hey, we're not here for friend. We're here for a meeting. So maybe we move tables apart a little bit.
Perhaps
and
these fine people could join us in meeting the... What was he? A duke?
He's a marquis.
The
Marquis?
What are you talking about, man? We here for reward. Who are these random people? It's a pub.
We came over partly because we heard you talking about this gentleman. Would I have been able to hear him talking about him from the bar? Because he called to the bar.
You would have heard him say to the young gentleman that came over, we called him barman, but not the barman, just the bar hand, I guess. That the Marquis the Marquis was on his way.
Me and my companions, we met at a pub in another town on the road. We found something that belongs to him. So
you did.
That's why we come over to join you, because we maybe have a joint aim.
See, dear Rev, these people are here to see the Marquis as well. And you and I both know a road travelled with more foot is a road travelled with better safety.
What the fuck are you talking about, man? Look, we do a job for this guy. We save his buddy's life, and these fucking guys want to come in and take my fucking rewards. It's a pub, man. Who the fuck are these guys?
Man, like, chill out, man. Like, it's totally cool. Just, like, relax, dude. Like,
If it makes you feel any better,
man.
If it makes you feel any better, you can have some of my reward. For I do not need the reward of men.
I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah, look, you guys, you can talk to Marquis after we set up it. You sit at a kiddie table, and when we're ready, you can talk to him. Or you piss off now, okay?
We understand that you don't know us, and so you're not going to trust us straight out the gate. But the feeling's mutual, and we're also here to meet him. So I think probably we can all have a chat. I don't think it's going to cause too much of a problem. We're not after any money. We just want to give him an item that we found that is his.
Hey, what did you find?
I sort of look over at the others and sort of gesture. Should I show them what we have?
Rafe shakes his head.
Oh, come on, man. It's interesting. I'm interested. Tell me what you have. It sounds cool.
I'm sure it is cool, but your friend here seems to treat us like a bit of scumbags.
That's just the way Rev is, man. He's pretty uptight.
Well, you know, if you want to be our friends, then you might need to speak to us a little kinder.
Of course,
I don't
my
want
friend.
to be your friend, man. Look, he's coming here for us. He's not coming here for you.
We were
What's
told
he
by the.
coming here for you for?
Rev, man,
What-
like, chill out. Like, why are you so head up? It's cool.
What are you meeting him for? What's the deal?
Oh, bro, we had like the maddest time in the woods. Soulia's probably better at telling it. Like that's his totally his vibe.
Oh,
There was
well.
sneakiness and there was riddles and we robbed a load of people. It was fucking ludicrous. It was amazing.
It was ludicrous.
Yeah, man, it was fucking off the chain.
Sounds pretty crazy. So,
I don't recall any chains being there, but
You know what I mean. You tell it. You tell it.
well, let me tell you a story. Stay a while and listen.
Barkeep, can we get another round of drinks? This is gonna take a while.
Oh, why did we have to choose to sit
I
here?
slowly kind of polish off my ale in the corner, like
The same young boy
a bit
hears
bewildered by what's going on.
the same young boy hears that call out and starts gathering up the same kind of round as you had before.
Carry on, Sula, man. Go for it.
Well, as I travelled the road from Starfall Farms, where my dear friend had sent me from.
At this point, can I pull out my lute and just do like a little bit of like plucking on the strings, just set the tone.
It's interesting. This guy, for the rest of you haven't seen Spike before. She pulls out this black kind of. It's wooden, but it's like painted a dark. Well, it's just painted black, and it's pretty dark. And as she starts playing in it, you expect the normal sound of a lute, but it feels a little crunchy, like it's a little distorted for some reason.
I came upon the smell of burning wood, did I? And not long after the smell did I come by a cart, a trader's cart, no less. Upon entering the premises of the trader's cart, I saw a man, a poor, bewildered man, laid flat by the debris of the cart. I asked the dear man, "What happened, lad? What happened?" But he replied, only in pain and anguish. I look down the road, and I see but two figures walking towards me. I call, "Hey, help! Help me under, help!"
I elbow Rev and I'll be like, mate, that was us, dude. That was
And
us.
who but come before me but these two fine souls? They helped me lift the debris off the man, and then I healed his wound. He then told us of a terribly sad tale, one of woe, of terror, of a group of bandits, pretending no less to be guards, who had stolen his wares and left him for dead. But no, said I. No! No! Thrice did I say no!
At this point, the music rises, with his voice.
We shall not have it, I say. I said to this fair trader of his fair wares, we shall not let this injustice go by, no we shan't, and the two agreed with me. We set on a merry path to recover the wine stolen from this fair trader, and we but found not one, not two, no, not three, but four. 4 devilish brutes, all with wine bottles in hand, drinking and merrying along. We knew, brothers and sisters, that these were the thieves that stole the wine. So we took it from them.
Oh man, we were so fucking sneaky. I was hiding in a bush, and then Rev over here was in another bush, and then Finley was cowering and shaking, and then Soulia, man, he just walked right in there, made friends with the main lady, told a fuckload of riddles, confused the fuck out of me and everyone else there, and distracted them, and then we slowly just exited with the wine. It was fucking sick, bro.
It
So
was nothing.
sick.
They snuck, they snook, they snucked, they snooked their way all the way into that camp and stole all of the wine back for that fair merchant. And as a reward, our dear friend told us to come here and wait for the Marquis for our reward.
Is the Marquis's wine?
Aye, yes.
Yeah. It's really fucking good wine, actually. I had some on the way back.
Oh, his party.
Good.
We do not know. I believe he was selling it for his wares, like for a trade in another town.
He's having a
No,
birthday.
it's for his party, right?
He's having a birthday
Yeah,
party.
there's a party. There's like a birthday party.
No,
He's
I
having a
don't.
birthday party.
Yeah.
I see.
Is it?
60th, man.
Yeah.
It's
Soulia, can you roll me a performance check, please? First roll campaign.
Okay.
First roll, no pressure.
That was a performance.
if you roll a 1 now, like whatever you just did was shit.
20.
Soulia, as your story ends, you like take a look to your left and your right, and the entire bar is looking at you at this point, like eyes agape, some of them mouth agape, just like. And there's a fairly young tiefling woman sat to your left on the table, who's just eyeing you intently, and she goes, "What happened? What happened next?"
Why, my dear, and I put my hand on her shoulder.
It's like fucking Jesus.
My dear, we took the wine from the camp and we brought it straight here to this beautiful town where all of you reside. We gave it back to the wine merchant. He went along his merry way, thanking us at every step. Thank you, thank you. The Marquis will be here. The Marquis will thank you himself. I said no. No, my dear boy, I do not require thanks. I only require justice, love, duty, dignity, and of course, friendship.
Now, mate, I totally require payment. Like, all about the payment, man. It's gonna be fucking sweet. I have not eaten properly in days.
You see, now we work hard for this audience, and you just turn up and want to be a piece of it. Who are you? What you do? Come on, tell me. Hurry up.
Our story is not as illustrious, I feel. We stumbled upon a wee boy, died on the road. On the road. It's, by the way, this accent's really hard to be consistent with. So it might.
It's what's more fun is watching like Kate do Welsh and him do Northern Irish, and then when they both when Elliot mixes. But we'll see how it goes.
It's pretty tough.
I've got a whole play in Northern Irish. I know that is fucking tough to hold up.
It's really quite challenging. So we came across this wee lad, and he'd clearly died. He had a letter in his pocket that stated that he was bringing this necklace to the Marquis, which obviously is the person you're trying to speak to. So he was clearly dead, and there were goblins down the road, and we followed their tracks, and we thought we're going to try and take them stealthily. So my good friends here decided to be really, really stealthy after I climbed into a bush, and they fell over on the floor, and they made so much noise that the whole entire goblin camp came over to us and tried to kill us. So it was a little bit less illustrious than your great story there, Sorcerer.
In my defense, I'm not a stealthy person. I warned you I wasn't
No
a
shit,
stealthy person.
Sherlock.
And yes, I tumbled, and I took poor Meira with me, to be honest, and I didn't mean to.
Meira's blushing a bit. She's normally basically stealthily.
It was my fault, Meira. Don't worry, I tripped you up. It was just one of those things, and I'm sorry. I'm a clumsy
It worked out.
person.
It worked out
And I was a
fine.
little bewildered. It was my first battle, My first battle.
I suppose the upside though is that we took out all of the goblins, and we may or may not have become in possession of something that I believe is quite precious to this Marquis.
The amulet?
It's a necklace
It's
of some sort.
It's a moonstone necklace.
Dude, are you telling me that you robbed a dead man and then fucking slaughtered
No.
all the goblins?
We didn't rob the
The
goblins.
necklace was not. The dead man had already been robbed by the goblins. We rescued
Yeah.
the necklace from the goblins.
The goblins had taken it from them, and so we decided that we were going to kill the goblins or steal
Well,
it
no,
from the
we weren't
goblins. We
decide
didn't
that.
really.
To be honest,
we had
we
no
tripped.
choice.
And then they attacked us. It was self-defense.
It was self-defense, and I was stuck.
You say you pick it up off his body now? Goblins have it? Which is it? What's his
We didn't
story?
pick it off.
He's
Do we
gonna
know?
come.
We could find on the body there was a
letter.
letter saying that they were going to. He was going to deliver this necklace to the Marquis at his birthday party, which I believe is this weekend.
But he
so
didn't have it on him.
He
didn't
didn't.
have the necklace on him. He'd been picked clean.
He had been picked clean. We double checked that too.
You went through his pockets as well, man. Jeez, that's kind of
No,
cool.
we didn't. You could tell that he had nothing on him. He was skinny as a rake. We spotted
Yeah,
it from
they-
the mile off.
The poor lad had been there for a couple of days.
He also had a nasty bruise around his neck where clearly a necklace had been removed. So
Tell me more about the goblins. It sounds like the Dawnfather's justice was truly done that day.
We attempted to sneak up on them, as we say, and then they came to attack us. One of them was wearing the necklace of the poor dead boy.
Did get away that one.
And I loosed a few crossbow bolts into them and killed most of them.
Some might say we're actually heroes. We took on an encampment of goblins that was raiding the road. So, in some respects, I think our journey was a little bit more honourable than yours. Sounds like the Marquis
I'll be
probably owes
honest.
us a greater reward than you.
Let's not.
Well, look,
it
the
doesn't
Marquis is
matter.
coming for us.
Or he's
The
probably
Marquis
more
is coming
interested
for
in
us.
what we've
But I'll
got.
tell you what. I'll do you a favour. You buy the round. You buy these rounds, and you speak to him too.
I do you a favour.
Do your deal,
I
man.
can't tell you French or
Hey, roll,
Italian.
Well,
I lay the appropriate amount of coin on the table for the round and don't say
Well,
much.
I'm not sure we need to do that. We were told.
Just doesn't matter. Let's just sit here. If you don't want to talk to us, that's all right. We can just carry on along our table. Or if you do want to talk to us, great.
Well, from the sounds of it, from
My lovely friend Meira has paid for the drinks.
Dude, that's like super kind, and I'm so glad to meet you. You guys seem really, really cool. Where are you coming from? Like, which road, man? Like, where are you coming from? I'm so intrigued. Tell me.
We were travelling
we came from Nicodranus.
Yeah.
Nicodramas, okay.
Yeah, we came from Nicodranus, and we met each other in a bar. We were all heading this way towards
Similar
Fable.
establishment.
But
We got a mission. We need to go to Nicodranus. We're looking for passage there.
Oh, sorry. Wait.
Yes, that's where we were.
Yeah.
We were in Nicodranas.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I need to go to Nicodramas. How far away is it from here?
Oh,
Right, it's only
few days,
only a
maybe.
wee walk that way. And
couple of days. Took us what? 2 days? 3 days?
I mean, we need to stop
How long
here.
did it take us?
It just took us a day.
He's shaking his head at me.
No, give me a minute. I'm not logged into World Anvil!
Look, it seems to me if you're open to it, we could. We were told that the what's his name, the Marquis is not going to entertain us. Said that it'd be almost impossible for us to meet with him. So if you have arranged a meet, sounds like it's in both our interests to make him
The
happy.
guys on the door said was that we wouldn't be invited to the party, which honestly was a bit rude.
Indeed.
The total travel journey.
We make friends with his best buddy, and I think you could talk to him. You keep the drinks rolling, and we can share.
Meira
The
makes
total-
a mental note that Rev is persuaded by drink.
Yes. And
The
Monday.
total distance, like roughly a good pace, 7 days or so, walking pace to Nicodranus. Yeah.
Alright, it took us about a week. But I'll be honest, there's not a lot there. We've come from there and it was, we didn't really find, none of us found what we were looking for.
Is anyone what's the music scene? Is there any music scene in Nicodramas?
Not
We
really.
were
So
getting drunk in a bar.
What are we
And
talking
somebody
There wasn't,
probably-
I'd be honest, it wasn't quality. It was quite a small, is it quite a small?
No, it's a pretty major city. It's a major city.
It's a small major.
Small major city,
It's
relative.
slightly bigger than this city that you're in now. Population is yeah, it's maybe 30% bigger than this. It's about 30,000.
Alright.
So it's a fairly major
Yeah,
port
I
city.
mean, the music, there's a lot going on.
You guys weren't there for very long, so it would have been a case of trying to find what you were looking for and then moving on.
I personally stayed quite. I didn't really explore that side of it. I was there to visit the temples and find more about Seheni. No, what's it called?
The Moonweaver.
You really did drink up too much when you were there. Can't even remember your own deity.
We had a slightly wild night and decided to come here because none of us had found what we were looking for over there.
Well, so Rev and I are totally heading to Nicodramus. That's where we're off to. Isn't it, Rev?
Alright.
Off to Nicodramus?
Yes, yeah. It's a good place. We need to go.
Rev's been there before. I've never been. I'm super excited, man. I'm
Not for a long time. I haven't been for a long time.
I got shit to do there, man. People are fine.
Oh, blimey. Who are you looking for?
Oh, man. So I'm looking for this, it's a friend of my uncle's, and she was she's so cool. She's like a, what does she look like? I can't remember. She's like a gnome. She's like this red-headed gnome, and she used to hang around my uncle, and she's really cool, and yeah, I'm just trying to find her, because I'm trying to track down my uncle, because he's been missing, so yeah, she's really the only lead I have, so apparently she's in Nicodramus, so I'm going to go there.
Hello.
Sounds like a noble quest.
Oh man, so noble. Like, if I can find my uncle, everyone will it was fucking awesome, man.
How do you know he's there? How do you know he's there?
Oh, I don't. He's like missing, dude. Totally missing. Been missing for like 5 years.
How do you know she's there?
Oh, so someone in the pub told me that she was there, and yeah, that's kind of the only lead I have. So Nicodramus is where I'm going. And plus, I played a lot of the Rusty Goblet way back in the last town, and it's time to move on. You know, tour the road, see what's out there, meet some new friends.
Is your cousin also musically talented?
My uncle?
No, your cousin, sorry, that you're just looking for.
I'm looking for my uncle, not my cousin.
You're looking for your uncle.
My cousin's never... No, I'm looking for my uncle. Oh
Gwendolyn,
man,
you're fucked.
He's like the fucking bomb. He's amazing. He's so musically talented. He's amazing. Uncle Faithful
cousin
is the bomb. No. My cousin's really dull, man. They've never left home.
Okay.
No, looking for my uncle.
Right.
Hopefully, maybe he's in Nicodramus, maybe not, but that's where I'm going.
Would I don't know. We didn't hear any music, did we, when we were there? Really?
I can barely remember anything, to be honest with you.
Make me a history check.
Who?
Please. Gwen.
Who? No, hold on, is that right?
Who's doing that history check?
Let's do it. How do I roll?
What are you doing now? Oh, like that.
Like that.
19. You take a think back to Nicodramus, and you didn't explore that much. You kind of, visited the temples you wanted to visit and do whatever other things you wanted to do. You definitely didn't see anyone who kind of match or looks like Spike here. And judging by the music or like the slight strange distortion noise that's coming from a lute, mostly it was kind of just like fairly peaceful music that you heard. Nothing really rings a bell.
Have you guys heard of the Havoc Union?
What? Sorry.
Never heard of it.
The Havoc Union? Oh man, they were like they were fucking the shit. They were like this adventuring party, and they would like go around slaying things and like collecting big rewards. The Havoc Union. Surely you must have heard of them. They're like world famous.
Rafe, can you make me a history check, please?
Well, now you say it, there's something jingling inside my head.
Maybe, depending on what you're on. No, it doesn't ring a bell. Considering your position in life, where you had been, it didn't ring a bell. It doesn't ring a bell, though.
No, you say it actually, no, it doesn't jingle inside my head.
Oh man. Well, anyway, they were cool as fuck, man. So fucking cool.
Well, it sound great.
So all three of you off to Nicodramus, are you?
Oh, I don't know what Soulia's doing.
I mean, he seems very good road mate, so I hope he comes with us.
He likes the
Thank
road,
you.
man.
I appreciate that, brother. And I put my hand on his shoulder.
I give him a hearty slap on the back.
Where?
I am on my own travels. A pilgrimage of sorts, if you will, to find myself. I came to being
I can get behind that.
I came to being at Starfall Farms. Was taken in by the farmer there, a good man, a great man. I will return there one day, hopefully in a year, to see his daughter married. Not to me, of course, but they were engaged when I left. Wonderful man, Dirk Simpleby. But no, I am on my own adventure. I'll be completely honest with you, my dear. I cannot recall my life past a year ago.
Oh, golly.
But I hope that on this great pilgrimage that I am on, that I will recover more. And remember where I came from and who I am.
Did somebody bash you in?
I do not know. I was found by Dirk Simpleby in the middle of his field, alone, in the middle of the night.
Did you have a sore anus?
No.
Sorry,
Sorry, I got a dark sense of humor.
Simpleby?
I do not suffer from hemorrhoids, my lad.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning.
Ah, yes, of course. No, I do not recall anything before that day.
That is weird. Don't you think that's weird?
That's really weird.
It's pretty
Not
weird.
So
really.
you don't know anything. You have never had, nothing like springs into your mind every now and again. Like there are no
Like
familiar
your
smells or.
I get figments. I get moments in my life. I get passing memories that will never form a picture. Whenever I think more upon them, the sooner they disappear. But I hope that one day I will remember.
I hope that one day you remember too.
Maybe you don't want to remember. Maybe your past is best left behind you.
Perhaps. But I figure that the man I will become on my pilgrimage is the man that I will stay. The person who I was is dead. And I cannot see myself returning to that person.
Dude,
Well,
do you
especially
know
if you can't remember what they look like or were like at all.
Dude, do you know how old you are? Like, do you even know how old you are? That's pretty crazy, man.
No. I look at myself and I look at others and I think that perhaps I'm in my 30s, early 30s perhaps, but I really do not know.
30s, man. Maybe you had like a really fucking stressful time.
Maybe.
Fuck you.
What are you saying, fuck you?
Because Ellie is grey as a fucking badger.
Yes.
I play this to get away from this sort of bullying.
Is that what your character had? Like, he's got dark black hair.
Yeah.
Really
Hey, man.
dark.
It could be worse. Pete's character's bald.
Good looking.
He's bald. God, who'd want to be bald?
Bald.
Alright, so you are literally on a journey to kind of find yourself. Not just like a saying, but you actually are.
Exactly.
Well, that's cool, isn't it?
Jesus Christ.
And what about you over there, Rev? Is that what they called you? That's gonna get confusing, not gonna lie. And I look at Rafe and I'm like, you two have got very similar names.
Well, you know, it's a good name. But just going to see some old friends. No, nothing important, you know.
Oh, and are you going to make a Dranas too then?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rev and I are traveling together. He's showing me the way to Nicodramas. Rev's cool.
Ah, alright. That sounds good. In particular, just having a nice old jolly, going on holiday. That's nice.
Yeah. Rev looks down at his drink kind of coyly. He's like, yeah, just old buddies. Haha.
Anyway,
Right.
what about you with all the questions and your?
Oh, no, I'm just curious. My name's Gwendolyn,
We know.
and I am, as I said, I've come from the hold on, what's it called? From the Astral Infirmary, and I have just been on a journey similar to Soulia over there.
The Astral what?
Astral Infirmary.
Is that where?
It's a hospital,
Oh,
kind of near the coast. Yeah, with my family.
You
With
will?
my family, we just do healers, and I have been on my clerical journey for a little
Healers,
while,
then.
and I've been learning a bit
We're
more.
dealers. We were in the hospital.
Dude, I thought you meant you were like ill. I thought you were sick.
No, I'm the healer.
Oh, so you're
No,
not a doctor. That's
No, I
pretty cool.
heal the people. I mean, I have been ill, obviously. When I was about 6, I got really poorly. Actually, that was. But it was fine. My family well trained, and so it was all right. But just off to find more about the Moonweaver. You see, she talks to me. Well, I don't know. I think she does. And
That's pretty crazy, man.
well, I say
What
talks
does
to
she
me.
say?
I mean, I wouldn't say we have a direct conversation, but we have a connection, And I want to find more about her. When Irish, then I apologise.
A noble cause. Gwen, was it?
Yes, Gwen for short. Gwendolyn Starcaller is my full name, but Gwen for short is absolutely fine. That's what my family used to call me.
Where's this Marquise, man? He's taking fucking ages.
Are you sure he's gonna come?
We were
Are you
told.
sure?
He's definitely coming.
He's totally coming. He, like, got all
Did
his
you
orders.
say you sent someone to go and...
Yeah, my bro, Finley.
His head servant. He's an important guy.
He is
You
important.
don't think he,
You say it like that, it doesn't sound important at all.
He's really important.
He's totally important.
Head servant as well is a nice one. I don't know where you got that from, but that's
Look,
cool.
you trust him with all the wine. You give someone thousands of gold worth of wine, and you don't trust him? I don't think so.
How long has it been, Dodge?
Like, you gave all
No,
this
no, but-
wine to just a mere peasant.
No,
He was the
head
wine
servant.
merchant
He was the wine merchant.
Right, I see.
who we saved. Did you not recall my
I do.
epic tale?
No, we recall.
You're right. No, sorry. I
Yes,
didn't
no,
tune
it
out
was a great
at all.
story.
Hey, Studio,
Well-
maybe you should tell it again, man.
No, it's
No,
Really?
I think-
It's all coming back to me. Don't you worry about that. It's all
Right.
good.
He goes to get up as if to sort of get ready to give the story again.
You notice
Puts
as
a
you
hand
stand up,
on his shoulder and like sitting like that.
as you stand like you're about to, narrate a great story, a lot of the people kind of stop their drinks and kind of look around in anticipation, and then Rev pulls you down.
We hear this
Wow.
story a lot on the road, and we were there.
Is it different every time he tells it?
Well, it gets better every time.
It's like totally better every time. He's a fucking
Cool.
nuns, man.
Like all good
It's
stories.
at this point you hear quite violently the door to the bar slams open, and 2 guards appear to step in, look into the bar, take note of everyone. You notice that they're both human, both 40s, 50s, I'd say. They're dressed in blue and greens. You've seen them dotted around. You may have spoken to them as you entered the city. These are definitely the town guard. They're called Zalezo. That's the name of the guard here, the Zalezo. And they appear to be similar in all of the cities that you've been to or been through so far. They all have the same kind of get up and guard. These may be a bit more senior than the ones you've seen before, though. As they step in, they eye everyone in the bar, just trying to take everything in. Walk up to the bar briefly and start having to move this woman out of the way, just kindly, but just kind of like slowly push her aside and start, just throw her against the wall. No, they just kind of push her way past her and start speaking to the barman quickly.
Can we hear what they're saying?
Make me a perception check.
Ooh. Work out how to do that, and I absolutely.
They're called the Zalezo. Z-A-L-E-Z-Z-O.
The lesbians.
It's Zhelzo.
That that wrong?
No, that's spelt wrong, isn't it? I've spelled that wrong in my brain. Hold on.
Hmm?
Zelezo. ZH for sure.
ZH.
ZHELEZO. Zelezo. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
What did you roll?
I rolled,
Three.
I rolled
3 and a
15.
15. I don't hear anything.
No, the bar's quite loud. You can't exactly hear what they're saying. The barman kind of looks like worried's the wrong word, but like anxious, I guess. As he is speaking to them, he's like, you've noticed that a couple of the bar staff have been running around, like trying to basically tidy up the place as best they can. Ever since Rev told them that the Marquise was on their way.
What are these guys doing over there? Look, they look
They
official.
look,
Maybe
they look
it
like
really is.
Zelezo. They look like the town guard. They're clearing the place for Marquis, maybe.
Should I
Hmm.
go
I'm
to
gonna-
a bar and order a couple more drinks and see if I can hear what they're
Coming over,
saying?
they're coming over.
I'm gonna
Like,
go
they're
around the
moving.
other side of the table next to
Oh,
Gwen.
They're not.
leaving.
They're leaving. They're
They're
leaving.
leaving.
They're
They're
leaving. They left.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be. I am.
Well, I don't think that was quite-
Can I go up to the barman now they've left?
I'm gonna
Sure,
come.
go.
Strider. Just notice the hooded man in the corner. Is he Strider? Is that his name?
No, that's a hooded woman over there.
Oh.
It's definitely not Strider, but they seem to be quite, head down, just kind of keeping to themselves at this point.
Hmm.
Can I go up to the bar now that the town guard?
Sure.
I'm gonna come with you, Spiky.
Drinks, anyone? Drinks, man? You want another drink,
Yep.
bro?
All right.
Aye.
I'll join you. I'll come and help lighten your load. 6 drinks is a fair few to carry.
Sorry about everyone who I'm giving an athletic fit with my camera right now.
Okay,
Just-
so I go to the bar. I'm like, hey, man, more drinks, please. Same again.
Yeah, sure. Yes, that's fine. I'll have one of the boys prepare them and bring them over to you if you'd like.
Who are those guards, man? They look pretty intense.
The Zelezo, they're with the Marquise. He's coming in a minute.
He's coming in a minute. Oh, excellent. Rev is gonna be so.
Yeah, so
fucking-
please don't wreck the place. I know you're here to see him, but come on.
I would never wreck the place. This place is great. This place is dope, man.
Yeah, he's pouring a shot of Vega, and he's like, "This is your 5th or 6th shot of Vega." So, I've seen what this stuff does to people.
It's a good drink, right? Do you sell a lot of it? It's pretty popular, right?
No, we don't really sell a lot of it, to be honest.
Oh,
No, it's more of a wine place.
I'd love a
wine
wine.
bars. Okay, fair enough.
But,
I
If you-
take back 6 shots of Vega to the table.
Meira, you want a wine in game or out of game, considering your current condition?
game.
Yeah, in game or out of game.
No,
Okay.
dude.
May would
stuff
really
is-
like a good glass of
Oh,
wine. She's
if you ask him for a glass of wine, he says, "Well, we have a number of selection to choose from. We obviously have the large selection from the Saliva Winery. We have given the current circumstance, I'd recommend one of their vintage, maybe 15-year-old. It's delicious." Sure, he pours you out a glass. Yep, pours you out a glass. It's rather pricey, 5 silver for the glass.
How much was the Vega?
How many did you get?
6.
12 silver.
Okay.
She takes the icy deliciousness back to the table. It's just not me like role playing through my character at all. Thinking, oh, a delicious glass.
Please give me wine.
I finished my drink. I'm wondering if, out of character, anyone will notice that I've finished my drink after telling my epic story and maybe buy me a drink.
I bought you a drink, so I go back to the
Oh,
table with a tray of Vega.
Never mind. Oh yeah, shot. But I mean, you need something otherwise to keep me going.
The Marquis
not
not
buying.
going to want to drink this.
No, the Marquis coming. This is like fortification. He'll be here in a minute.
Okay. Let me one moment. I'll run up to the bar and say, "Hey, when the Marquis gets here, find this bottle of wine straight to his side, okay?"
You're running up to the bar, and as you do, you hear the doors lightly are open this time, and the 2 guards walk back in with 2 people behind them. Hello, thank you. They step in.
Yes.
Your order goes on deaf ears, unfortunately, Rev, as the barman looks over and kind of makes himself very presentable, starts stroking the crumbs out of his beard as this party of people goes past. Most of the people are now looking at this event. The old lady goes and shakes this man's hand as he walks over. So the North guy, this guy, would be very recognizable to three of the party. That is Finley. For the people who have not met him, very young looking man, maybe 17, 18, rough, shaggy brown hair. He's kind of got his tail between his legs a little bit, human, and he's just kind of following in behind the guard. The man just underneath him in the map is a very esteemed looking gentleman. I don't know if I can show character art for tokens, maybe. I can do this. Glasses, fairly elderly human-looking man, dressed in very nice finery. He has this long coat, kind of adorned in gold inlays, dark maroon color. Walks with a purpose. This slicked back, kind of black graying hair. Walks over. Generally has an aura of not just power, but also pleasantry about him. You can see that most of the people in the bar are kind of looking in this direction, but they're not looking in fear. They're looking in kind of admiration. And would step over, God kind of clear out of the way. As he would step to the bar himself, and would say yes. Fuck, I forgot his name. Shit, what's his name?
Marquis?
No, not him. The barman.
Marquis?
No, not him. Not him. Glandel, my fine sir, please. A bottle of your finest from my winery. And he would quickly scarp around to the back. Beep, 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 beep.
Is Rev up at the bar at this point?
I think Rev.
I just walked back after I got ignored.
Yeah.
Can I walk towards Finley and say, Finley, my lad, it is good to see you again.
The guard in front of him would kind of move it to intercept you.
Oh yeah.
Hold there, sir. And Finley would be I know him. It's okay. I know him.
How is the wound, dear boy?
Oh, it's better. Thank you, Soulia. I'm a lot better now. You're going to tell the Marquis what happened, right? That's what you guys said we're going to do.
Of course. Every word, my boy. Every word.
I sort of, because I can overhear, because he's not quiet, I put my head in my hands thinking, are we going to have to hear this story again?
Oh yes.
A lot of when you kind of say that under your breath, some of the nearer people kind of look up and they actually look happy about this.
I take the loot off my back and start tuning it in anticipation.
You see the Marquis takes the bottle from the barman, uncorks it, and starts pouring himself a glass and carries it around with him. Finley, my dear boy, he'd say, who was that man that's just approached? Finley would say, that's Soulia. That's he's the one I was telling you about, one of the people who helped me. He's like, most excellent. We will go and meet them now. And start marching over. Get out of the way, common woman. Sorry. Bing. You're in my way.
I note the importance of the person approaching, and I get out of my chair and move slightly this way and gesture towards him. Would you like? As you would get up, he'd be like, "Oh, please, there is no need. I will not take your seat away from you." Very kind of you, sir. I feel like you deserve the center of the table, as you are, I think, the center of our stories.
No, please. You must take a seat. In fact, Finley, you have been wounded recently. You take the seat. And he would kind of just nod and just kind of scarper over and take the seat and kind of sit there.
A little bit pissed off because I wasn't really.
Yeah, well, there you go. He would look directly at you then, Soulia, be like, Finley was just told me that you are the man who saved him, or you were part of the people who saved him. There were 3 of you, I believe. There's 6 at this table.
It was a joint effort with me, Rev, and I point to Rev. And,
I stand up and do I do a really sharp military salute towards the Marquis. looking really serious. No bullshit there. Like, there's a look of honor.
A bit slight cock to the head as he looks towards you, like, military man.
Not military per se, but I've served my time.
And I extend my hand, Marquis. It is a pleasure for one so used to the road to find comforts within such a great man's city.
Spike doesn't get up. She just is like, "Hey man, how you doing?"
He would shake your hand back, Soulia, and be like, a pleasure to meet you, and thank you. You will always be safe under the protection of this city and my guards. Apologies. Where are my manners? I am the Marquis Hector Saliva, and I am the Marquis of this city, the fair city of Phelan. You are all welcome here. Please. And he would see that your table has one wine glass on it, but not so much the rest, and would call over to have more to be delivered. But please, sample some of my fine wine, enjoy your stay. I believe rewards are in order for the people who have saved my young boy here, Finley. I am very appreciative of what you have done for him, and very appreciative that you have brought back the majority of the wine that was taken from us by... Well, Finley, you said they would tell the story, so who is the storyteller? What happened on the road?
Please allow my friend to tell you this fantastic tale of heroism and bravery. And then I, spread my hands towards the two of you.
Out of
you get the
character.
elderflower drink,
I'm
please?
sweating now because I
At
know
this
that
point,
we.
Spike leaps from her chair up onto the top of the table, unstringing her unfurling her lute as she goes. Ready.
I'm aware that we had an agreement with Finley about how we would tell this story, and I can't remember what the agreement was.
I think we just said we'd embellish it and it'd be very cool.
Okay, right, okay. So long as that's the agreement, that's fine. Right, back into character. Very well, dear Marquis. Oh, the Marquis has left. Okay.
No, the Marquis is just turning his light on. It's fine.
Very well, Marquis. I will tell you the story of how we came upon your dear boy, Finley.
Did you get the elderflower too?
Maybe we can fast travel this bit and just...
Yeah, can we...
Well, it depends, because I kind of need to know what he's going to say to the Marquis at this point. So you can give me the abridged version if you like, but tell me what's up.
In an abridged version that I wouldn't give in-game, I came across Finley. I came upon Finley on the road. He was injured, having been attacked by bandits or guards who had been hired to protect his wine cart, who had betrayed him and stolen his wine. Awful. I, along with my two friends who I found on the road, and I point to Charlie's character and Katie's character, helped heal and recover Finley from his wounds. We then went to the bandit camp. Rev, being the fine tracker that he was, I believe it was Rev, was able to assist in helping us get to the bandit camp. Once there, I introduced myself to the bandits, telling them of an epic tale of adventure and all these kind of things, whilst the wine was stolen back from them. Finley, being the brave soul that he was, then saw to it to attack the guards, and was incredibly encouraging and full of courage throughout the battle. We followed suit, and whilst we were not able to slay any of these drastic guards, they ran away in fear because Finley chased them away. And I tell that in an epic way. And then we returned to the road with the wine, where we then came to the city. And Finley went to speak to you, Marquis.
Can you make me a performance check, please?
Yep.
It was amazing, probably.
We'll find out.
Was it amazing?
Oh, man.
Not as good this time.
That was amazing.
Spike gets to make a performance.
Did you see? Did anyone else see that it was on 17 and then slightly budged over to 3? That was bullshit.
Okay, we do that.
Yes, Spike, you can help with this.
Okay.
Is that an advantage then, or is she just rolling?
She's going to roll too.
She was strumming away.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
I like it.
So this story has been told once before in the bar, and a lot of the patrons weren't really interested in hearing it again. But Spike, this time, obviously you were kind of learning what you were going to do during the song this time, but you've added some real kind of artistic flair to the high and low points of the story with some of the music that you're playing to back it up. and it gives it a bit of a boost, considering it's been told the second time this far. People are still kind of like listening over to try and catch bits that they missed before. Some of it they did miss before, because some of it's different than the last time.
They did say earlier that it gets better every time I tell it. So,
but nevertheless, the Marquis seems particularly enthralled by your story, and he generally seems quite happy to hear it. And as the story ends, he would slap Finley on the shoulder and be like, "Your first battle then, my son, is it, Finley? Well, promotion may be in order for you, and maybe we'll get you some better guards next time. Apologies for the trouble that you had on the road, but as you know, the guard has been stretched quite thin recently with the upcoming events that we have. And I thank you. Sorry, your name, sir?
I am Soulia, my lord.
And the rest of you, sorry?
I'm Spike, man. Good to meet you.
And I'm Rafe, Helios. Good to meet you, sir.
Your other friends here have been suspiciously quiet.
They are from another group, but they also have important story to tell you. Slightly more tragic, but very important.
I should be glad to hear of it.
Thank you, Rev, for that polite introduction. I'm Meira de Guenhyvar. These are my colleagues. I gesture towards them. Gwen and Rafe.
Hello.
A pleasure to meet all of you.
Pleasure to meet you. It's inconsistent. It's hard.
I'm gonna go and what was it? Line
That's
of
great. It
duty.
is great. You do it really well. It does sound pretty convincing at times. I won't lie.
At times.
Wow, what a backhanded slap that is. Yeah, it's not bad, occasionally. Anyway, sorry.
Fuck you.
Meira.
That was good.
Yes, as our new friend has suggested, our tale isn't quite so restorative. We, on the road from Nicodranas, came across a gentleman, a messenger, we think, carrying a letter with a note of apology as to why they couldn't attend your upcoming birthday celebrations. I get the note out of my bag and I hand it over to him so he can read it.
Okay.
It was from
You can read
Caspian
it.
Starcaller, wasn't it?
That's your name. Caspian Silvermane is his name.
Oh yeah, why have I got to start Silvermane?
Okay, you're
he
writing
would-
notes. Your notes are worse than your own memory.
He would quickly scan over and read it, nod slightly, and then kind of fold it.
The gentleman who'd been sent to deliver the gift had been mugged and murdered on the road. We managed to track down the creatures who had done this to him and retrieved the item that they stole. And I have it for you here. And I sort of do a really elaborate, ridiculous, completely unnecessary flourish as I get it out of my bag. Let's sort of drape it over my hand. The moonstone for you. Happy birthday!
It's not for a couple of days, but I must thank you, and thank you for what did you say, goblins or creatures?
Creatures, but yeah.
Creatures, yeah. I didn't. It's like the creatures to dispatch. Of what ilk were they?
They were goblins, sir.
Rare to get goblins in these parts, but I appreciate what you've done. It's a real shame that Mr. Silvermane cannot attend my gathering in the next couple of days, and it's even more of a shame that his messenger was butchered in such a way. Yes. Regardless, thank you very much for bringing this to me and bringing this to my attention. I will have the guard scour the local woods and the plum groves for any, bandit groups that may be still at large and any other creatures that could threaten the citizen.
As we have encountered and our friends have encountered. So
It wasn't.
Your birthday party sounds like a big deal, man. Is it going to be like a big party, lots of guests, some music, and fun times?
It certainly is. It's going to be a great event. And to that point, and he'd kind of usher over one of the guards. He would start coming over. Now, I don't have all of the gold because I considered that there are only 3 people here, but I will get it to you very soon. One of them will come back. But here, and he would take 3 bags of jingling metal and plant them in front of Soulia, Spike, and Rev, and be like, "This is a reward for thanking you for not only saving Finley's life, but protecting the wine that is done with trade into Soa. They will be sad not to have it, but they will have to wait until the next shipment can go out. That is their problem. But the most important thing is my man here, Finley, still remains with us, and I thank you very much for keeping him alive."
Generosity is legendary, sir. Thank you for your gift.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, cheers, man.
To Rafe, Gwen, and Meira here to my right, I will get your exact same reward, and I will have it delivered here post-haste. And he would tell one of the guards to, leave. The guard would kind of look and kind of say, "Well, I shouldn't... It's fine. No one will threaten me here." The guard would kind of think about it for a second and then start walking out the...
Famous last.
That's when the fireball gets thrown right there. My guard will deliver the money to you shortly, but as additional payment, additional reward for saving Finley, protecting this city, and bringing back the gifts that Sir Caspian has sent me, I would like to extend an invitation for you to join me at my upcoming birthday.
Sounds great. Thank you very much.
A lot of the common people in this bar kind of look over at the mention of this and are surprised. They're like,
Oh, mate, we would totally love to come. It sounds
Be
awesome.
my honor, sir.
You can be my esteemed. You can be a part of my esteemed guests.
Thank you.
Oh wow, that's
Let it be known to all that the Marquis's generosity is none above anyone else but the best, the very best.
Do you
that's such a weird way
I
of
shout
saying
that.
that.
That was weird.
Sentence of business.
That was a terrible turn of
Anyway,
phrase.
do you need any musicians for this party? I'm pretty
The arrangements have all been made for months and months now. In fact, to be honest, I haven't really had much in dealing with it. The estate's been dealing with all of it, so I could do without it. But I understand that these kind of events are good, not just for the nobility, but for the people. Brings in trade, brings in visitors like your fine selves. We may not have come here for this event specifically, but your presence is welcome and wanted. The venturing groups.
We look forward to it.
It is not tomorrow, but the day after. It's an all-day event. It will start in the market square, but you will be welcome over to my abode for at least the start, and you can come and join me and join my guests. You will meet many people there. I only, unfortunately, again have 3 invitations with me at this time, but I will have the other 3 delivered shortly. And he would hand out the 3 invitations to Soulia, Spike, and Red.
That's incredibly kind of you. I'll make sure I'm well polished.
Yeah, might need to go and get my boots cleaned.
Oh yeah, man. Is there a dress code?
Though, I mean, as fancy as you can make it, but I'm not expecting that adventurers such as yourselves to come in finery that they do not own. But hopefully the reward of gold will be able to buy you at least something. And please, you are welcome to stay at the Siren Sip under my coin for the remainder of your stay. And he would make that loud enough that the barman heard that.
Wow.
You're
Fabulous.
very
Thank
generous.
you very much. I've never been to a party before.
Don't get too excited.
She hasn't been to a party. She's having a great week.
You literally
I
just
have.
lived in Sweden all of your life.
I have been to a couple of parties, but none quite like this.
Hmm?
We'd had the odd dance at the infirmary, but
Well, there were plenty of opportunity to dance at a party.
brilliant.
Gwen.
I could
The infirmary, you say? What infirmary is this?
The Astral Infirmary. It's fine.
He draws his sword.
I was
Yeah,
going
no, he rolls a history check.
I was going to say to Finley, are you still hurt? I can help you if you like.
Oh no, it's fine. Soulia looked after me quite well, and all my wounds are healed now.
Lovely, that's alright then.
Sorry.
What sort of helping were you going to give him? What sort of help were you going to give him?
Well, just, healing his wounds, nothing untoward.
Sounds alright to me.
Well, you need some healing too, buddy?
Oh, loads of it.
I think you're
In fact, these
quite
two ladies
alright.
down here looked like they could give me a bit of healing.
When you get that feeling, eh?
If you require healing, my friend, I can provide
Do
you
you reckon-
with healing.
Julia's pretty good, man.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Marquis, but
It's fine.
our great honor. We will be there with bells on. It's going to be fantastic.
You'll be my esteemed guest, and I'll be glad to welcome you. Thank you once again. I will take my leave, and please, 3 bottles of the finest Soulian wine.
Julia,
And please enjoy. Sorry,
Celia.
Salivan. It's really unfortunate. These Rafe, Soulia, Saliva. Fucking annoying. I picked Saliva as well, which is really annoying.
I do a deep bow as he's leaving.
Please enjoy my wine, enjoy the festivities, enjoy the stay while you're in Phelan, and if you do not choose to stick around, please.
No, I was just gonna say, is there a temple here that I might be able to visit the Moonweaver?
The Temple of the Moonwaver, we have one. It's not grand, and probably not as grand as this Astro Infirmary, which I apologise I've never heard of, but there is, yes.
It doesn't need to be grand, it just needs to be peaceful.
It's very peaceful. I would suggest going there at night. They're open all other nights.
Yes, that's their best time, to be honest, I heard.
Exactly, yes. And with that, I'll bid you all adieu.
can I check
Enjoy
my
your stay in Fairlyn.
But well,
Do you want to check him?
Very much.
You want to check him? You want to check him in front of him, or do you want to wait?
walk away?
Okay.
Not rude.
And
Just
be like, come along, Finley. Let's go.
Has his mate come back yet with
Bye,
the rest of the
Finley.
cash?
He hasn't yet, but you're not really sure.
Goodbye, Finley. Farewell.
Thank you again. I don't know if I'll see you again. I hope I do, but
Maybe
Thank-
a party!
I'm not going to be at the party, but I'll
Not even
Maybe.
in the sidelines watching.
no, I'll be going off again. But thank you for all the help you gave me. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for you. So yeah, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. And as a little tear starts to fall out of his eye, and he kind of turns his back and kind of scarpers out of there. The Marquis would look at this scene, smile slightly, take one look at all of you, and just give a bow as they start to leave.
His son.
He may have called him son a few times, but it's not exactly his son.
I just
Unofficial
nod towards him.
Legitimate son.
Yeah.
Can I bring a couple of glasses of wine over to these two fine-looking ladies?
Which ones?
The ones I'm now.
Oh,
stood
okay,
next to.
yeah, sure.
And
Yep. You approach with a couple of glasses of the very fine Salivan wine.
good evening. Or
The
good
tiefling.
morning. Good
the-
morning, or whatever.
Good afternoon.
It's probably going. It's late afternoon into going into evening at this point.
Good time of day.
There's a half-elven woman who looks a bit shy. Also, I realised there's 2 of them on the map, but whatever. One of them's a barmaid.
Twins, Basil.
Twins, Basil. The other one is a fiery-looking tiefling woman, red of skin, large pointed horns. Looks at you and says, "Ah, a little hero, are you?"
I wouldn't call myself a hero.
You've got the attention of the Marquis. That's pretty interesting.
Well, we did a good deed. I suppose it went rewarded. It's quite a nice surprise to be invited to the party. Maybe I didn't ask, but maybe I can bring a +1, maybe 2. Suppose I'd have to pick
Right.
between you.
Roll me the mother of all charisma checks right now. As you go for your your 3-shot 3-way attempt.
How much coin is in the coin purse, probably?
It's 100 gold apiece.
Is it a saving or an ability check?
An ability check.
No, it's the saving throw.
It's not saving throw yet. It depends what one of these people does to you.
Ooh. I'm going to use my initiative.
Your inspiration.
My inspiration, that's it.
Roll with advantage.
Come on, ladies. Ooh. Oh.
Scary me.
What did you say? Yeah, maybe I could bring a +1, maybe 2. The tiefling one would. Yeah, the tiefling. Thank you, Charlie. The tiefling woman would kind of like smirk a little bit, like, maybe we'd better off going on your own.
Sounds like it'd be much more fun if the three of us went together.
I don't think
Or
so.
maybe if we don't, maybe we could use tonight as a bit of an audition. How about if I show you what I can do tonight? Then maybe you'll change your mind.
My patience grows quite short with you, so you can leave.
Do you want the wine or not? Because I'm happy to try.
Seems like the wine is coming with some kind of weird stipulation that you've got in your head that I don't really want. So
sure, if you're a woman of God, I completely understand. I'm sure there are plenty of other women who.
And I'm like, is he bothering you, ladies?
much so, yes.
Hey,
Rafe, get your back over here. Stop being a creep.
I'm not. I'm just trying to make some friends. And, you know,
I don't think I can be your friend, honey.
it's fine. I respect boundaries. It's fine. I just see you
I just
later,
want to get my
man.
3-way in.
Well, just before I go, I'll settle for +1.
I reckon there's probably someone in here who you
Yeah,
can
well,
reach out to.
I'm sure I'll roll better later. See you later, ladies.
Oh, we'll all have had a couple more.
they don't.
They're like, we hope not.
Yeah, they don't say anything.
You know,
One of them
you
needs to have it, so maybe she'll be up for it.
Yeah,
can. Well,
we disappeared into the wall, but so that's
Who knows?
sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss.
it's like a half-elf shaped hole in the wall where she ran away on.
Oh well, it was worth a shot.
Still, like, slightly nervously looking back over her shoulder, waiting for the other guard to arrive. Thinking, that's my fucking money, bitch.
Yeah.
Good barkeep, I shout to the barkeep. Around on the Marquis, and I give him 2 gold.
Around on the marquees, but you give him 2 gold. Sure.
What is going on? This guy's got.
Wait, everyone? What, in the bar?
Yeah.
1, 2. A round of what?
Like, however much 2
Water.
gold divvied out will get, like ale.
Well, it depends. It depends on. Yeah. It depends what you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, ales is fine. You'd be like, a round on you. I will. I'll get to it right now. But you gave him 2 gold. You said.
From my pouch that the Marquis gave me. So it's
I see. I was very confused.
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
you're not adding it to like our
Yeah.
tab that he's openly
Yeah.
said that we can have.
He would. He would start pouring. People would be like, look at you and be like, "Hey, thanks, friend." There's the young female tiefling who kind of looks at you and be like, "Thank you. I can't drink, but thank you anyway."
why can you not drink?
She looks young,
Ugh.
like a young tiefling. There's an older looking tiefling that maybe her brother, who's like, "It's fine. I'll drink hers. Don't worry about it. But thank you very much."
Good lad. Just make sure that you both get home safe.
We will.
Right, DC.
She'll probably look after him, but that's fine.
So long as you get home safe.
Drinks are had
Food.
throughout the whole. Food is also had. As we go into the evening, the game is yours. What would you like to do?
I want to ask, so like, guys, where are you going next? Like, if you are coming from Nicodramus, like, where are you off to?
Well, we were off to here.
Yeah,
This
This
is
is
where we
our-
were headed.
This is
Why
our
are you coming here?
destination.
This place seems a bit, like, lame.
It's lame as it sounds. I'm actually looking for some flowers. I was told that there might be here.
Some flowers? That does sound pretty lame, man.
It sounds, it's not really my thing.
It's a special flower. Come on, it's not,
Yeah, it's kind of special. I'm bringing them back to my friend who's going to try and use them to make some medicine for my village folk.
Are any of these the flowers that you're looking for? And I pull out the herbs that I picked whilst we were travelling to the town. Dodge.
Doesn't
Um,
appear to be.
They seem to be common flowers, but no, nothing like you're looking for.
I'm looking for a particular flower called the frost lotus. Have you heard of it?
Can I do a
What's it?
check?
Make me a survival check, anyone who wants to.
Can I do another one?
Oh, come on.
Bloody
Oh,
hell.
oh.
Rev pulls one out of his arse.
He does. Nat 20 straight up. Oh, good point for. Hey, people on the stream. Hello, it's still just me. When you roll a natural 20 in this game, you may either gain inspiration for yourself or gift inspiration to a person who does not have it. Now, I will have this automated, but Foundry is being a little bit of a bitch right now, and I can't get it to do it. But yes, for now, you can either gain inspiration yourself or give it to anyone who doesn't have it. I have amended it slightly. On a natural 1, either you lose inspiration if you have it, or it gets lost from someone who has it at random.
I like that.
How does that work if you're
Yeah.
halfling and you roll a natural 1 and you have lucky?
Only the second result would count as a natural 1, so if you roll 2 natural ones.
If I
Who
recall,
doesn't have
Charlie
inspiration?
and Katie have inspiration because I rolled 2 20s in the beta
Yep,
round.
I'll
Yeah,
give it to
I'm-
the IO and one.
Thank you, mate.
I'm hoping to have this automated soon, but yeah, like I said, Foundry's being annoying. And not like-
Julia.
What was the name of the flower? The frost something.
Frost Lotus.
Frost lotus.
Frost lotus.
Sorry, yeah, for the natural 20. Rev, in your distant and varied travels, you have delved in all matter of weird and wonderful things. The Frost Lotus triggers something in your back of your mind. It's a very... First of all, you're like, why is he looking here? You know that the Frost Lotus only grows in the greying wildlands, which is so far to the north away from here. The farther north you get in Wildemount is where it becomes very cold, and there are snow-capped mountains, etc. Not that you know too much about the greying wildlands as an area, but you know that's where that flower comes from. So the confusion as to why he would be seeking it here is kind of thing. You're not sure what the flower would do or what it would be used for in the medicine that he's asking about or telling you about. But yeah, it'd be very rare for this kind of area.
Bring you so far south. You need go north to Greying Wildlands. What are you doing down here?
Well, I'm on reliable information that the Frost Lotus is stocked by the Nymph's Nectar here in Phelan. It's a shop. Flower shop, I believe.
Perhaps tomorrow we visit this shop.
Well, if it doesn't have it, I suggest north. North is the way to go.
Well, I'm happy to go there, but it seems like everyone else is going south. I'd be on my own again. Hopefully it's stocked in the shop, but I will need to go tomorrow morning.
Of course.
Yeah.
And we will all shop together, for we are going to buy good clothing for the Marcus's party, are we not?
We're not if we don't get our cash. She's still looking at the door.
I was going to do that. I was going to do that before the Nat 20 roll came up. But yes, the guard eventually would return with 3 sacks of 100 gold apiece, which he lands in front of you, as well as 3 invitations to the Marquis Hector Saliva's 60th birthday party to happen on the morrow.
300 gold, so
Nice.
50 each.
100 gold, yeah.
Very nice.
Why,
100.
dude, if you don't mind me asking, why do you need the flower?
Well,
What do you do?
there's my village, or so I grew up in a way. It was more a way town between things. My family lived there. My mother sadly passed away. But seems my friend Hondo basically looks after some of the older folk in the town, and they seem to be falling down with some sort of bone disorder. I think in the future they might call it arthritis. And it seems like this. We've been told that this flower can be mixed together into some sort of potion to alleviate their pain. But because my friend Hondo's simply just he's a smithy / potion maker, he sends me out as I'm probably one of the only people in the whole town who's left the place. So that's it, really. Not Nothing wild. Just I hope maybe one day I'll do something a little bit more adventurous than chasing down flowers halfway across the world.
I mean, sounds pretty honourable,
This
man.
shop.
It sounds honourable, but I hope to. I want to get out. I'm so sick of being there. It's just been stuck there my entire life, and there's just all these amazing people I see on the road, and I'm just jealous. Just want to do something with my life,
Maybe we could send the flowers if you find them. You don't have to hand deliver them if you want to stick around with us, and with some instruction as to how they might help with your people, so that you don't have to go back.
Not a bad idea, but I'm not sure based on the young fella we found on the road. I don't really want this flower falling into the wrong hands, to be honest, after travelling this far. Be nice to get back
Perhaps
there at some point.
we should have one more drink and turn in. The sooner tomorrow comes, the faster we can check the shop for flowers.
I am, no offense, guys, but I'm not going to come to the flower shop.
It's alright, I don't need it.
Sorry, it sounds pretty lame, man. I'm probably going to go shopping for some cool clothes or something.
I need new clothes if I'm going to attend the Marquis's banquet.
I think mine
I'll
are
come
probably
to the
all
flower
right.
shop with you. I love a flower, especially a healing one.
You do all realise I don't need a babysitter. I can go to the flower shop on my own. It sounds like it might be one of the least scary two shops in the whole of the town. I reckon I'll survive.
Well, I don't know. There are some pretty scary flowers out there.
I've been lulled into Venus flytraps in my time, but it's probably not much more scary.
I mean, that would be a fantastic.
I'll try not to touch any of the stinging nettles. Don't you worry. But if you want to go and get yourself some clothes and you crack on,
I will.
I'm looking for someone, so I might make some investigations in the morning whilst you guys are.
Is it?
Clothes hunting, because I think my garments are alright. Just need to polish my boots, right, guys?
I think you look grand.
Yeah, you look pretty nice.
I don't know. Dodge?
What? Hello? Yes?
Does she look fancy?
Does she look
Do I
fancy?
look fancy enough to get into the party without getting some new clothes?
The Marquis did specifically say that he wasn't expecting anything. There was there was no, you wouldn't be refused entry unless you were obviously covered in shit or something. Yeah, also probably wouldn't get allowed in. But as long as you're not outlandishly terrible, then you'll be fine. I mean, if you want to go and get nicely dressed for the occasion, then all the power to you. But yeah,
I'm not gonna bother because I'm not that kind of guy.
I might just get an extra feather for my shoulder pads.
Not
I
wear my
polish my
armor.
boots, don't get me wrong, and I'll make sure that I'm freshly pressed. There's probably an iron and an ironing board in my bedroom, right? So I'll just make sure that it looks smart.
I'm just gonna.
Dirk Simbleby always showed me where the finest cutlery was if the king were ever to come round, and I follow his standards. So.
That is good for you. I don't have any problem with that, but that is not my vibe.
Yeah,
I'm going to go and see if I can find my mate.
I'll do some chin ups to make sure I'm nice and swole.
What time?
Dehydrate yourself.
Is it dark outside now?
yes.
Okay.
Hey, Spike, why let's liven this up a bit. Why don't you play one of your songs or something?
I mean, I'm not sure if it's the vibe, man.
To be fair to you, I know a couple of tunes that I could sing along, and perhaps you could play. We could turn this place into a very lively scene.
I give him a very serious look up and down. I'm like, dude, I don't think that's gonna work, man. I feel like we're possibly on different vibes.
I think the vibes are... I don't understand what you mean by vibes. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, maybe we should give it a go. Do you want us to jam it? So I'll play and you just kind of
Perfect.
ad-lib.
Most of the songs that I know are from the workers on Simbleby's farm. So these will go very well with what I believe your accompaniment to be.
All right. Is there a stage in the corner of the room?
There's no stage, but there are cleared out areas. As you go to stand and like pull out the loot with intent, the barman kind of winces a little bit, but is.
And I will stand on the table.
Where
We'll
okay,
sit on the table.
I'm gonna go as far away as possible, like over here.
Fellow patrons of the Siren Sip, I am overcome with joy at tonight's revelry and events that I wish to sing you a song with the wonderful accompaniment of my dear, dear friend Spike. Do you wish to hear my wonderful accompaniment?
Oh.
There's no radiant cheer that you're hoping for. They're all kind of just like looking over. I mean,
I stand up and go, yeah!
A one and a two and a
Come
one,
on, what are you
two,
talking about?
three.
Come on!
And then I
Okay.
go.
As he said, as he counts us in, I start like strumming an insane kind of metal riff. Like the lute, no one has heard a lute sound like that before. It sounds like it's screaming in pain, but somehow enjoying it at the same time.
And over this, I am singing like a country bumpkin song, like Mary's Dragon In song, or whatever it's called. That song.
The Green Dragon.
Yes, the Green Dragon song, like similar to that. I'm singing over this.
Meira has her head on the bar. With
I want you both to roll me performance checks, please.
It's the inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh yeah, I'm going to use my inspiration.
Perfect timing.
Oh god.
What's the inspiration do again? Sorry, is it?
Advantage, right?
Advantage. Oh yeah, that's a good point for a reminder or stream people. The yes, inspiration will be used. You announce it before you use it, and you can use it that way. 23 and 20. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, Spike, you've had this feeling a million times before. It's the feeling of a lot of people being like, "Oh God, what is going on here?" As the distorted sound starts to come out of the lute in a very rhythmic tune, especially overlaid with Soulia's very much not vibe song, as you said before.
Fine, I don't understand.
It doesn't
understand me.
Yeah, but the world does. However, as you kind of pick it up and pick up the rhythm between you both, you actually start to come out with a pretty good sounding song. And the patrons of the bar, who were kind of had a little bit of a look of horror on their face at the start, and the barman especially, actually start to kind of nod along a little bit, maybe bang their heads slightly up and down, tapping their feet, and the vibes are starting to pick up in the bar.
Clap.
Okay, we keep
Keep
playing.
going.
Yeah, we
We're riding this.
we get the
riding
people
this
enjoying
train.
it. Just play like 2 more songs,
Saying
Yes.
half bad actually.
riding off this high.
They're extremely good, and it's surprising at first because you didn't expect the weird sound to be coming out of this loop to be. At first, you thought it might have been broken or something, but it's actually making a pretty rad tune. And you're not sure if it's the fine Salivan wine that's talking, maybe it's the Vega, or maybe it's the music that's going on. But the place starts to liven up a little bit, and the barman actually seems pretty happy with what's going on.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and then so we finish up. I try and I jump really high to try and high five Soulia. I don't know if I manage it because I'm very short.
I don't understand what's happening with the high five. I leave her completely hanging.
Swing and a miss.
Did you just try and hit me?
Man, oh man, that was so fucking cool. I take it all back. You were the fucking bomb, man.
The patrons start clapping, cheering. Some of them stand up and start like clapping as well.
And then I'm gonna nudge Rev and be like, Rev, get the bucket, get the bucket.
You get the bloody bucket. I'm your servant, I'm your hype man.
Why did you just try and hit me?
Okay, I pull out like a cloth and a cap or something, and I start going around like collecting funds.
They don't really have a lot of money to give over. You do manage to get like 3 or 4 silvers out of it, collected in copper, but
I'll take it.
and yeah, the bar is very lively at this point, especially for this time of night. The vibes have definitely shifted from being a nice, calm, tranquil place to a bit of a grungier kind of place.
I might go back over to the girls.
Kind of
The second you step over, the tiefling woman who spoke to you before is like, "Don't try it again."
Alright, bye.
Can I be like eyeing
Jesus,
up?
that Soulia
Can I be
guy,
eyeing
then,
up the tiefling woman as he's doing it in kind of a?
Which the tiefling woman who just rejected him.
Yeah, but like in a. I don't know. I look really cool and he looks really lame, so kind of be like, I don't know. I kind of want to like get some like common ground with her. Is there anything to?
She's enjoying the music for sure.
Okay, I'll give her a nod then.
You're
Or a
in.
look. I shoot her a look. In the words of Hamish.
Are these the in the top corner? Are these the stairs to go up to the rooms?
Indeed, yeah.
I make my way.
You go and get a
Not my
key
bag.
from the bar. You go and get the key from the barman. He hands you 6 keys. He goes, "There you go. The rooms are on the marquee, so you're all good to go. You can stay for as long as he says you can. So that's fine."
Throw 5 of them on the table as I go past. No offense, guys, but it's time, and I head upstairs.
Off she goes.
Sleep well, Meira.
The killjoy
Michael
is
stay
not
up
like
to like the
music.
last possible moment drinking shots.
Gwen's feeling a little worse for wear. She is also gonna like stumble a little bit as she gets up and
Few too many.
picks up a key and also heads up. Says, "Good night, everybody. See you in the morning. Good chat. Lovely to meet you.
Twice.
Yeah.
Perhaps another
Sleep
before
well
we
and
tend
stay
to...
safe."
Yeah, man. Yeah, Vega's all around. And then I notice that other people have left, even though I've already bought them shots, and then I drink them myself.
Oh, you didn't like the vibe, eh? Mrs. complains a lot.
Yeah, well, it got better. It got better.
Hitting the vibe now.
Yeah. Another song. Let's do it.
Another one.
Oh, yes.
I'm quite drunk, man. I'm not sure it'll work.
Drunk is better. That's what Dingleby always said to me. Simbleby even always said to me.
Simbleby, you keep saying
Simbleby.
There are too many Vegas for Soulia as well, it seems. You also notice that a few people have noticed that you're drinking this Vega drink and coming up with these weird rad tunes and have started having a little bit of trying themselves. Some of them seem to quite enjoy it.
I'm very pleased about this.
Although they're trying to like sip on it like it's wine instead of just slamming the shot back, and they realise after the first taste maybe that's not the right move.
Okay, when I see people doing this, can I go up to them and be like, no, man, what you gotta do is you gotta drink it in one. And I teach like a shot drinking masterclass with the Vega.
The people get behind this movement and they like understand. They take the shot. Like you get the wincing faces from some of them. Some of them start laughing at some who really can't hold it. New vibes.
See,
This
that
is like,
Spike is
this
not willing for another song. I will then also head to bed.
Spike just keeps drinking until the last possible minute, even if it means
Until the last possible minute. Okay.
Yeah,
What are the rest of you guys doing? Yeah.
I'm like half cut and then I'll go up.
I feel like the poor barman's going to have loads of tidying up to do as everybody vomits on this Vegas.
Standard life.
Spike keeps drinking until like everybody leaves, and then she's like, "Okay, fine, I'll go."
Okay, so Rafe, what are you doing?
I'm gonna help the barman clean up before I go to bed.
Oh.
So you're staying until the last moment as well.
Yeah, well,
It'd be a fair few hours of this because the bar's not.
I'm
going
just
to-
gonna
From
do.
watching you try to get Ethan go all night, I don't think he's going to be taking it.
I'd forgotten about her. She rejected me. So I'd
Sure.
moved on.
Yeah. The
I'll clear up our table and clear up a bit and just bring like a big handful over to the bar and sort of give the sort of knowing nod of someone who spent a lot of their younger years clearing up in a pub.
Thank you, my friend. This is going to be a long night, I feel.
Yes, well, hopefully you gain quite a little of custom this evening. Quite a nice taking.
Yes, for sure. And it's a strange music that she plays, but I kind of enjoyed it. Between the two of them, they had a rhythm going.
It was better than I thought. I'm sure on the adventure we're about to go on, I'm going to hear a fair few more of where that came from. Some of those.
Yeah, I think it'll
stories.
grow. I think it'll grow on you.
Oh God. Sure it will. Good night.
Sleep well.
Yeah. So Spike keeps drinking.
Okay, Spike. So, for about 3 more hours or so, you continue to do shots of Vega with some of the patrons who also seem to buy you shots of Vega too. And you get, let's just call it cataclysmically drunk. Eventually, after 3 or 4 hours of continued drinking and going, well, you're a small person, maybe with a slightly higher tolerance than most, but not enough to do this. You stumble up, taking the last key from the table as you try a few doors that are definitely not yours, and eventually go into bed.
Yep.
I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Fair enough.
Have you redecorated on the way up?
Fair enough. Constitution saving. Where is that? Oh yes.
Where did this 1960s wallpaper come from?
It's all textured.
Ooh,
13. Okay. You manage to just about hold it together, and you just pass out in bed. If you would have failed that below 10, I would have said you would have had a point of exhaustion in the morning. Instead, you just have a really, really bad hangover.
It's like everything.
The rest of you find, the Inn of the Siren Sip isn't the most lavish place, but the rooms are simple. The beds are fairly comfy, considering a lot of you have been sleeping on the road recently. It's a welcome change. As you tuck in for the night, some more peaceful than others, and the night passes uneventfully. You take long rests, which you can do on your character sheet quite easily, and you awake in the morning, some with sorer heads than others. Make your way back down. The bar is refresh. I'll remove all these people because they no longer exist. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Rest. Is it a new day? Yeah.
It is a new day. I need to move the calendar along.
Is a nice little touch on that little dial.
The long
thing
rest
where you can
button.
do a little long
Yeah.
rest.
It is so much easier.
Nice. Fill your spells bar and things.
It does. It should do pretty much everything. Some things may be manual, but they can be changed. And you wake up in the morning. Long rest achieved. A very peaceful night's sleep for some. And yeah, as the morning,
Unfortunately, peaceful.
as the morning comes to the same barman is there. He looks a little bit tired, but he wasn't drinking, so it's not too bad. He said, "Can I get you anything for breakfast, or have you had enough from last night?" He kind of chuckles to himself.
Dude, can I have some sausages, some eggs, some bacon, some toast, lots of toast, and a shot of vodka, please?
Make that too.
I will have what she has had, minus the bacon. Cool.
Don't eat pork, eh?
I'll just have a bowl of berries and some orange juice.
I'll have, big like sausages and bacon and all the rest.
Everyone's so hungover, their accents are gone. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
great.
that was just
Fine,
me
I'll-
being me telling you what I was going to eat.
My action goes whether I'm hungover or not.
The food is covered.
And I need to
Go on.
concentrate so she has no accent, because I can't do it as well.
The food is covered by the Marquise's stay. The drinks are not, because that would be insane. Considering the rate you guys are drinking at the minute, it's probably a good idea from him at the start. And yeah, the day is yours. And I think at 10:30 we will probably finish the episode 1 intro session.
Breakfast food on the tables before? Did I just not
we
notice
go
that?
clothes shopping.
All of
Yeah,
the
it was.
the,
No,
the map
that's all
hasn't
been there,
changed.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought
the map
you
has-
just switched the food around for a second.
Imagine.
In front of me.
It's
That's
commitment.
amazing.
I am the master map maker. Yeah, so that's where we'll end the session with shopping and things in tow
Horizon.
for the next session, and then the day after that will be your attendance to, as long as you don't die in between, the attendance to the Marquise's 60th birthday party. There we go.
We've got invite. I didn't think we were going to get learning. I thought we were
Do you want us to just tell you what we want to buy rather than
No.
go
Yeah.
through? Okay, fine.
No, because there it's going to be, not this. This isn't Dungeon of the Mad Mage. There's no fast track straight back into the dungeon. We got shit. We got people to meet. Things could go fucking wrong.
Oh my
Is there
god,
gonna be
we're
a-
going to have to fight a table, aren't we? We have to fight like
Does
a
Gilmore have a
table.
shop?
There's a dragon waiting outside the pub.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gilmore have a
Changing
shop in
room,
town?
Piss off a dragon.
You have to go and ask.
I'm not
Gilmore's the magic.
Shall I end the stream there?
Yeah.
Yes, players.
Goodbye, viewers.
Goodbye.
See you
Thanks,
next
me.
week.
Bye, me. I'll see you next time, me.
Good
Peace.
sesh.
Bye.
Bye, viewers.
Goodbye.
Peace.
Bye.